we apologize for those technical difficulties getting the stream started. Montreat leading early 8-3 as EZ just picked up his second and Montreat's third. And 5 fresh players will head onto the floor for the Cavaliers. We'll give you that rundown in moments. Heathcock at the stripe, with Montreat up by 4. James Davis, Christian Howard, along with Jalen Jeter into the game for Columbia International. Meanwhile, among the fresh 5 for Montreat, Chris Moore, Jordan Mays. Left wing is Urbeck, but it's instead in the paint for Moore, who goes with a left-hand reversal. Montreat up 10-5. Also joining them on the floor, Tyler Rodriguez and Gabriel Rivera. International with the basketball is Christian Howard in the right corner. Back up top for Davis, the freshman guard out of Ohio. Left wing, Darian Oates, whistle for a travel, looking to drive. Just over 15 minutes to play in the first half. Reed Warga into the mix for CIU as he'll take the place of Skylar McKinney. Montreat up by an early 5 points. Moore runs point across the timeline, right side of the front court to the wing. Now to the free throw line. Moore backing down Davis. On the block, pump fakes once, shot deflected. Warga grabs the miss. Out to Davis, right back to Warga, the sophomore from Piedmont, South Carolina. Warga in the left corner, looking to go inside and does. A post entry for Christian Howard, fresh off a career high 20 on Thursday. Howard spin around right and turn around, left short. Rebound grab by Mays on the air ball miss. Mays looking to go coast to coast with the right hand. Shot too strong off the glass. Oates grabbing it from the right side of the rim. On the other end, Darian Oates with the right hand finishes off the glass. 14-18 to play in the first half. CIU within 3. Can Montreat protect their lead with a bucket? Mays, top of the key, spin move into the paint. Left hand shot, too strong, too high off the backboard. Rebound Warga. To Jeter on the left wing, underneath for Howard. Turnaround, left hand, book it. 13:59 to play in the first half. Columbia International has drawn within 1 after trailing by as much as 7. Mays into the paint, powers his way in against Davis for the early bucket. 13:37 to play in the first half. Montreat up 12-9. Jeter looking inside for Howard, nearly taken away, but Columbia International is able to recover. Oates on the right side, met by Rodriguez. To Howard, who popped out for the post. Top of the key, wide open 3 for Davis. Flanks off the left side of the backboard, didn't even touch the rim. Rebound grab by Urbeck off the miss. To the top for Mays. He'll pull up for a trifecta and nail it. Timeout, Montreat. 13:08 to play in the first half. Just as CIU had drawn within 1 point of the lead, Montreat has rattled a 5-0 run. We'll be back in moments on the CIU Sports Network. Welcome back into Columbia. Just over 13 minutes to play in the first half. It's 15-9. Montreat on top of CIU. Kay Crenshaw with you for this AAC matchup. It's CIU basketball out of the timeout. Christian Howard, the post player on the left wing, deals to Davis, the freshman point guard, at the top of the key. Davis in the middle of the floor. Dump off left post for Howard. Off the glass and in. Christian Howard with an early 4 points. As Columbia International trails by 4. Montreat with the basketball as Mays drives right side of the lane. Shot too strong off the glass. Rebound Howard from the right side. To Jeter, left wing. Warga drive and kick out Davis on the left side. Defensive intensity brought by Montreat as Oates looks to the left side of the paint. Floater, fadeaway jumper left short. Rebound grab by Mays on the air ball. 12:25 to play in the first half. Montreat up by 4. Rodriguez in the right corner. He'll sink the three. The lead now at 7 for the Cavaliers, visiting from North Carolina. Warg on the right wing to Jeter at the top of the key. Crossover dribble now underneath for Howard on the post. Looking to back down Rivera and does into the paint. Pump fake once, now double team. He works around it and powers in with the right hand. Christian Howard off the window. Under 12 to play in the first half. It's 18-13. Montreat leading by just 5. Mays, right side of the paint. Layup, banks it in. He backed down Jeter with 11:40 to play in the first half. Montreat up 20-13. Davis, left wing, bounce pass to Howard. Spin move on the block. Splits 2 defenders once again, but a travel is whistled against the sophomore. Causey and Brinson return for CIU as Jeter and Oates head to the sidelines. Meanwhile, Rivera, Moore, and Urbag back to the bench for Montreat as we see the return of some starters. Flannery, Wright, and a fresh face this afternoon, Alan Chachong, senior out of France. Wright to the top of the key. Crossover dribble into the paint. Spin move, dribble taken away by Davis. Columbia International off to the races. Brinson, the senior point guard, middle of the floor. Kick out left wing. Causey, 3-ball up. It pinballs out. Rebound poked loose, but Montreat's able to recover as it bounces into the hands of Jameel Wright. Wright, left arc, middle of the paint. Pull up jumper, one hop and in. Under 11 to play in the first half. It's 22-13. Montreat. CIU with the basketball. Davis top of the key. For right wing, it's Heathcock. His dribble stripped and stolen by Mays. Out to Wright. Right hand layup. Up and in. An 11-point lead for Montreat, their largest of the half. Brinson to Causey on the baseline. Underneath for Heathcock. Pump fakes once. Shot deflected off the backboard. Rebound grab by Flannery. Dish it out to Wright. Right elbow jumper. Too strong. Flannery had the rebound, then lost it. It'll be CIU possession as Tyler Murray checks on for the Cavaliers. He'll take the place of Rodriguez. 10 minutes to play in the opening half. Columbia International trails by 11 as they're looking to snap a 6-0 run from Montreat. CIU just 5 of 16 from the floor to start it. McKinney, left baseline, back out to Heathcock to Brinson. Kick it around, a lot of motion. Davis, right corner, cross-court pass. Heathcock, left corner 3 with 8 to shoot. Clanks off the iron. Rebound punched out by Causey and Murray, but it was last touched by Montreat. CIU basketball off the inbounds to Brinson, just to the left of the straightaway. Underneath for Heathcock, who came off a screen and slammed it home. 9.5 to play in the first half. CIU trails by 9. Murray at the top of the key looking to respond for Montreat. Met there by Causey. A mismatch on the interior for Murray and Davis. Instead, Wright keeps it himself. Goes back up top. Chachuan. Right side of the lane out to Murray. Pump fake, then Davis got there. Murray on the interior for Chachuan. Now it's Mays, a right wing 3. Too strong. Causey soars in for the board. Brinson looking to go up top for Heathcock, and he's fouled in the middle of the paint, looking to leap for the alley-oop. Foul against Jordan Mays, his first. Montreat's 4th. James Davis back to the sidelines for CIU as Darian Oates returns to the floor. McKinney to Brinson on the left arc, back inside. McKinney middle of the paint, turnaround shot, too strong. Rebound grab by Wright off the miss. Out to the left side, Mays drives the left lane, up and in on the baseline. .8:24 to play in the first half. 26-15, Montreat on top. Brinson, top of the key, to the right wing, pull-up three-pointer. Rattles out. Rebound grab by Cameron Sias, who's fresh off the bench. Right, left wing, pull-up three-pointer. Not enough under it. Rebound Causey off the front iron to Oates in the front court. Middle of the paint, floater. Rims out. Columbia International shooting woes continue. They're just 6 of 21 this afternoon. Wright, meanwhile, for Montreat, nails a jumper with the left elbow. 7:42 to play in the first half. Montreat up by 13. Look at the recent shooting streak for each of these two teams. Montreat 6 for their last 8, while CIU just 1 for their last 7. McKinney at the top of the key, underneath for Heathcock. Immediate turnaround, right-hand hook. He nails it, and the foul. An opportunity at a three-point play as Cameron Sias will pick up his first. Montreat's 5th. With 7:22 to play in the first half, Columbia International still yet to commit a foul. Flannery and Mays on the sidelines for Montreat as Darius Bryant and Rodrigue return. On last substitution, Sias back on the bench. Chukwu Eze returns. McKinney finishes the three-point play and a timeout taken from CIU. 7:22 to play in the first half. It's 28-18. Montreat is way back in moments on the CIU Sports Network. .722 to play in the first half tonight as Montreat leads Columbia International 28-18. If you're the Cavaliers traveling down from just north of Charlotte, North Carolina, Montreat has shot the ball extremely well in this first half. 55% of the floor, including going 4 of 8. 6 of their last 8 shots coming out of the timeout. Looking to add to that total, they lead by 10. Darius Bryant at the top of the key to Rodrigue on the wing. Rodrigue, middle of the paint, turnaround left-hand hook, floats it in. 7 minutes to play in the first half. Montreat up 30-18. How can Columbia International begin to cut into this deficit that's now sitting at 12 points? Brinson underneath to Howard. To the low block, shot lifted and rejected by Easy. Nothing was easy about that shot from Howard, with a big 7-foot center in the middle. Easy. Left-hand turnaround on the opposite end. Rolls off the back iron. Brinson, the senior point guard for CIU, to the middle of the lane. Floats the right hand up and in. Jalen Brinson, his first points. As he makes our score, Montreat 30, Columbia International 20. Bryant, left wing 3. Flanks off the right side. Rebound, Malavrazic. Brinson to the middle of the floor at the top of the key, now standing on the wing. Clock approaching 6 minutes to play in the first half. CIU down by 10. To the top, Causey, right wing for Oates. Pump fake once, pull up 3, he sinks it. 5:55 to play in the first half. Columbia International has drawn within 7 thanks to a Darian Oates three-pointer. Bryant, left side, guarded by Oates, nearly lost the dribble, was able to recover. To the top for Wright, 10 on the shot clock for Montreat, 5.5 on our game clock, leading by 7. Wright to the free throw line off a screen, nails the jumper. Jameel Wright with 6 points in this first half, as 7 different Cavaliers have scored. They lead 32-23. Vincent at the top for Columbia International, a bounce pass now on the right wing for Christian Howard. Over to the left side, Darian Oates. Oates on the baseline, runs into traffic, and looks to dump back inside of Malavrazic, but it's intercepted by Wright. Out to Bryant on the left corner, back underneath for Wright, who's got a size mismatch. At the top of the key, a wide open Murray, shot too strong as Howard climbs the ladder for the rebound. 4:45 to play in the first half. CIU down by 9. Howard at the top. Crossover, dump off. Malavrazic, middle of the lane, right hand lay in. 4.5 to play in the first half. CIU trails by 7. Bryant working the left side of the paint. Floats one in the air and nails it. Montreat just can't miss. And head coach Anthony Behringer is going to capitalize. Call a timeout on a high note. 4:17 to play in the first half. Montreat leads 34-25 as the hometown kid, Darius Bryant, is back in South Carolina with a team-high 8 points for the Cavaliers. We'll be back in moments on the CIU Sports Network. Just over 4 minutes to play in the first half this afternoon in AAC men's basketball action. Montreat looking to go coast to coast in the first half, leading this ball game. They're up 34-25 over Columbia International. CIU with the basketball, down by 9 points. Right side for Darian Oates as he'll look to retreat back towards midcourt and does. Oates to the left wing for Jeter. Oates on the wing. Floater too strong. Up the floor to Mays, fresh off the bench. Looking to back down McKinney. Floats with the left hand, up and in. An opportunity at a three-point play. That's McKinney's first. Columbia International's first team foul. Yeah, they went near the entire first half without one. Jordan Mays at the stripe for one, and Jordan sinks it. Substitution on for Montreat as Bryant goes to the sidelines. Urbeck returns to action. Heathcock also back into the mix for CIU in the place of Malavrazic. 3:39 to play in the first half. Montreat leads by 12. Out the left side, Heathcock works his way back towards the middle of the floor. Darian Oates at the top of the key. Now Heathcock on the arc, underneath, on the baseline for Howard. Outlet pass, left wing three, Darian Oates, too strong. Rebound grab by Flannery. Floater rolls off for Mays from the left side. Howard driving middle of the lane, loses his dribble, but luckily it rolls to a teammate. Jalen Jeter, right wing pull-up three-pointer, off the mark, out of bounds, last touch by Montreat. 2:56 to play in the first half. Columbia International trying to cut into a 12-point deficit. Underneath to McKinney. Turnaround right hand, up and in with an opportunity at a three-point play. Gabriel Rivera, the guilty party, his first. 16th foul against Montreat. McKinney's free throw is through. Timeout, CIU. 2:51 in the first half. Montreat leads by 9. We'll be back in moments here in Columbia. .50 left in the first half. Montreat out of the timeout, leading CIU 37-28. Moore at the top of the key. Bounce pass to Urbeck, right back to Moore at the straightaway. To Urbeck, the clock approaches 2.5 minutes in the half. Moore underneath Mays, shot blocked by Jeter out of bounds. But it stays with Montreat with 2:25 left in the first half. It'll be just 5 seconds on the shot clock for Montreat off the inbounds. Mays to trigger on the baseline to the right of the basket. Into Rivera at the free throw line. Back to Mays. Left elbow. Jumper lifted and nailed. Jordan Mays with a game-high 12 points as he has pushed Montreat's lead 39-28. Jeter, fadeaway floater off the mark. Urbeck pulls up for three. Missed on the left side. Right corner. Three ball in the air and through to Mike Flannery, the senior out of Chicago. It's 42-28. Montreat. Oates at the top responds for CIU with a trifecta of his own. Mays drives and is fouled on his layup attempt. Howard, whistle for the foul, his first, CIU's second. First one up and in. As Brinson returns along with Causey for CIU. Jeter and Howard at the sidelines. For Montreat, meanwhile, Chris Moore checks out. Jamil Wright returns to the action. Mays knocks down both. With 1:12 to play in the first half, Montreat leads by 12 points. Left side is Oates. Middle of the lane, right hand layup, up and in with an opportunity at a three-point play. Oates with 10 points. Foul whistled against Gabriel Rivera, his second. He'll immediately check out with Murray returning for Montreat. 54.5 on our game clock in the first half. CIU down by 10 with Oates at the line for one. A 75% shooter on the season. He sinks his first of the afternoon. Less than a minute to play in the first half. A 9-point lead for Montreat. Mays right wing. Three-pointer too strong as Causey corrals the board. CIU with an opportunity to continue eating away at the deficit. Out to Causey. Right wing three. Shot off the right side. Rebound grab by Montreat. Up the floor to Urbach. Middle of the lane. Stop. Bounce it left side for Murray. Just got a three-pointer off before Heathcock was there to block it. Last touch by Montreat on the miss. 28 seconds left in the first half. Montreat leading 43-34. As Columbia International has 20 seconds left in the first half, trailing by 9 points. 15 now as Brinson stands left side of the front court. Defense playing off. Brinson top of the key. 10 seconds to play. Underneath for Heathcock. Left hand up and in and one. An opportunity at a three-point play with 8 seconds left in the first half for the Anthony Heathcock, as Columbia International has cut the deficit to just 7. They trail by as much as 14. Heathcock at the line for one. He's 3 for 3 today, and you can make it 4 for 4. The free throw swishes in. 8.2 seconds left in the first half. Right to the top of the key. Drives, kick out, right wing three for Flannery. Shot too strong. Oates the rebound. Won't get a shot off before the buzzer sounds. A high-scoring first half. But Columbia International finishes on a 6-0 run over the final minute as they trail by just 6 at the break. Montreat up 43-37, but that lead was as large as 14 at one point in time. We'll step aside for halftime, be back after the break when we return on the other side. Montreat up 43-37 over CIU when we return for Rams basketball on the CIU Sports Network. Back inside the Moore Fitness Center for second half action between Columbia International and Montreat. Take a look back at the first half. Well, CIU closed out on the right note, a 6-0 run over the final minute. And you look back just a minute prior to that with 1:42 on the game clock. CIU trailed by 14 points. Now entering the second half, they're down by 6. Skylar McKinney, meanwhile, will cut that in half as he nails a three-pointer from the left wing. CIU within 3, a group that has not led this entire game. Can Montreat respond and protect their 43-40 lead? Jamil Wright driving right side of the lane, stops the post to work it back outside the perimeter. Murray at the top of the key picks up his dribble, deals left wing for Flannery. Back to the middle of the floor, Flannery right side of the paint, bounces off McKinney, puts a shot up, it's too strong off the glass. Heathcock grabs the miss from the left side. Heathcock on the left wing, handoff to Darian Oates. To the right elbow, top of the key, Brinson. Right hand floater, up too strong on one hop. Causey's putback is left short as he soared in for the second chance points, but he is fouled and will head to the stripe for a pair. Ilochukwu Eze, a junior out of Fairview, North Carolina, picks up his second, Montreat's first of the half. Bryce Causey at the stripe. An 85% shooter this season from the line. He's 12 of 14. First one this afternoon. Pinball's out. Eze will head to the sidelines after picking up his second. That's Alan Chachuang, senior out of France. Sees his first game action in the second half. Causey misses both. That is the same number he had missed all season, a rarity. Montreat still leads 43-40 with less than 19 minutes to play. Darius Bryant, the hometown kid, drives right side of the paint, layup up, shot rejected by Causey before it falls out of bounds. He grabs it and throws it off the leg of Bryant out of play. What a smart, veteran, experienced move by the junior Causey. It's CIU basketball, down by 3. A group that's looking for their third win in a row, take them back above 500. Jalen Brinson just out of the left corner as he works his way back to the wing. A screen from Heathcock, picks up his dribble. Now to Darian Oates, left side of the straightaway. Looking for a spin and drive. He stops at the free throw line and deals to Skylar McKinney. Drives the right hand on 7 to shoot. Layup too strong. Rebound loose on the ground. Bodies are diving for it, and it'll be a jump ball with the possession arrow heading down to Montreat. Columbia International, a group trying their best to cut back into this ball game after trailing by as much as 14 with less than 2 minutes to play in the first half. Now with 18:20 left, they're down by 3. Montreat with the basketball. Jamil Wright across the right side of the front court to the top of the key. Met there by Brinson as CIU as in a man defense. Flannery to the top for Chachuang. Back to right, the senior point guard, right wing. Pump fake, deals to Bryant on the right arc. A screen from Chachuang into the lane. He deals to Flannery. 9 to shoot. A step back J from inside the three-point line. Shot left short. Causey grabs the air ball miss. Is able to deal it out to Brinson. CIU off to the races. McKinney bounce pass in the corner. Darian Oates three-pointer. He nails it. Tied up for the first time this afternoon in Columbia, courtesy of a Darian Oates three-pointer. It's all knotted up at 43 apiece. 17.5 to play. Montreat looking to respond as they have now blown a 14-point lead to Columbia International. Murray on the left side underneath Flannery, drives in with the left hand and banks in off the glass. Mike Flannery puts Montreat back on top as still CIU has yet to lead this matchup. Brinson on the left wing with the Rams down by 2. He'll pull up for a three-pointer. Shot too strong off the back iron as Wright soars in for the board. Out to Bryant as he'll work himself out of the corner to right wing. Bullseye. 16:50 to play just as Columbia International has tied it up. Montreat has scored 5 in a row. They lead 48-43. Jamil Wright sinking the three-pointer from the right side. Bounce pass, Darian Oates on the baseline. Looking to jump off underneath the Heathcock. is tipped out of bounds by Chachuang and stays with CIU. Flannery to the sidelines as Jordan Mays returns a team-high 13 points in the first half for Montreat. Quick inbounds to Brinson, into the paint, floats the right hand, shot left short, but Heathcock grabs the board, put back in the air, it'll roll off, but he is fouled by Chachuang. That's his first. Montreat's second. Heathcock heads to the stripe, 4 for 4 in the first half with 13 points from the line. Free throw up, his first miss as it's left short. Bryce Causey checks out along with McKinney as Jalen Jeter and Christian Howard, the sophomore duo, get their first second half minutes. 16:29 to play. Montreat up 48-43. Heathcock at the stripe for one. 66% shooter on the season. Free throw up and through. 48-44. Montreat leads by 4 points. Looking to add to that total. Murray on the left wing to the top for Wright. Guarded there by Darian Oates. Pull-up jumper. He nails it. Jamil Wright from the free throw line makes this a 50-44 affair. Montreat on top by 6. Left side, Darian Oates into the corner for Heathcock. On the baseline is Christian Howard. 16 on our shot clock. Darian Oates, left corner, crossover dribble, step back three-pointer, not enough under it. Rebound poked out to Murray. Bryant, meanwhile, left side three, shot too strong. There's a wrestle for the rebound on the floor. Before anyone came away with it, Montreat's Alan Chachuang laid out of bounds with the ball. (50-44). Montreat leads by 6. Can Columbia International trim it down a little bit? Foul whistled underneath with 7 on the shot clock. Against Murray, his second. Montreat's third. Chachuang, Murray, and Bryant to the sidelines for Montreat as a trio of fresh faces is in Rivera, Rodriguez, and Erkbeck. CIU with the basketball, 12 on the shot clock. Turnaround right hand hook in for Howard. A 4-point game. Montreat leading 50-46 underneath for Rivera. He's fouled on the retrieval of the pass by Darian Oates, his first. Columbia International's first. Foul whistle, far side. Goes against Howard with a push, his second. Erbeck, right corner jumper, left short. Left corner is Davis. Now on the wing to the top, and Jeter driving right side of the lane. Layup, banks it in. 14:28 left. A 2-point ball game. Montreat leading 50-48. Rodriguez in the paint. Stops short of the hoop. Left hand turnaround off the mark. Popped up and an offensive glass grabbed by Erbeck. Out to Mays. And no foul whistle. and a warning been issued against Montreat head coach Anthony Behringer. However, Columbia International head coach Tony Stoutman arguing that shouldn't just be a warning. You stop play of the game as Columbia International is in transition. Down by just 2, underneath for Christian Howard. Left hand in the paint, bucket and 1. Tied up at 50. Christian Howard will head to the stripe for an opportunity to give CIU their first lead of the afternoon. Foul against Gabriel Rivera, his 3rd, Montreat's 4th. And Rivera will check out after picking up his 3rd personal. Lenore returns. Howard at the stripe for 1. A 43% shooter this season. It's up and off the left side. We remain tied at 50. 13:47 left. Mace, left side of the lane. Layup, rolls in. Steal by Howard. Low post out to Warga. Looked at the 3. Now deals to McKinney. A wide open right wing 3. He nails it. Columbia International has their first lead of the game. 53-52. Just over 13 minutes left. Rodrigue, right corner. Shot left short. Warga comes away with the rebound. Howard just inside the right arc. Loses his dribble, it's taken away. Montreat with the basketball. And Jamil Wright, left wing guarded by Davis. Nearly loses his handle. Ertbeck there to recover. Behind the back, into the lane. Fouled on a layup attempt by Warga. His first, Columbia International's 3rd. Michael Ertbeck, a freshman from Newark, Illinois, headed to the line. 9 of 12 from the stripe this season. First one off the mark. 12:40 left to go. As Heathcock comes in the place of Howard. Second in from Ertbeck. We're tied at 53 once again. He'll check out. Darius Bryant returning. Tied up at 53, 12 and a half to play. Foul whistle on the pass as Davis was pushed by Bryant. That's his first, Montreat's 5th. Underneath on the inbounds to McKinney. Shot lifted and off the mark, and a foul whistle on the rebound against Schuyler. His 2nd, CIU's 4th. Free ball from Bryant, left side, pinball's out. Norrie with the rebound, and he'll be whistled for a foul. All tied at 53 with 12:08 to play. Minutes to go. We're all tied up. Davis on the left wing to the top of the key. Around the screen, has a wide open right lane and takes it off the glass and in. James Davis with his first bucket gives CIU a 2-point lead. Montreat with the basketball. Foul whistled underneath on the pass As Wright was pushed by Davis. That's his first. CIU's fifth. Tyler Murray returning for Montreat in the place of Rodriguez. And a foul whistled offensively underneath against Flannery. A push against Warga. That's Flannery picking up his second. Montreat 7, timeout Cavaliers. 11:43 to go. CIU up by 2. We'll be back in Columbia. And we welcome you back inside the Moore Fitness Center. Columbia International leading Montreat 55-53. CIU out of the break with the basketball. It'll be Davis working up the right side of the floor on Wright. A crossover dribble at midcourt as he brings it across the timeline and draws the double team. And is fouled left side of the front court. Tyler Murray picks up his third. Montreat's 8th. Make that Murray's 4th. Excuse me. So you'll have to check out Cameron Sias, sophomore out of Cameron, North Carolina, returning. A 1-1 for James Davis, the freshman from Youngstown, Ohio. 5 of 6 on the season. He'll nail his first today. Crossover dribble into the lane. Floater in the air for Wright. Rattles in. Shot lifted and made for McKinney on the right side. CIU up by 5 with 11 minutes to play. Three-pointer from Wright, too strong. Heathcock had the rebound, and it was taken away by Flannery. Out to Bryant. Right wing three. He nails it. Darius Bryant from the right side. He now has 11, including 3 made shots from the perimeter. 10:40 to play. CIU leads by just 2. Heathcock at the top of the key. Into the hands of McKinney. Left elbow, spin move, right hand floater, up and one. An opportunity out of 3-point play off the glass for Skylar McKinney, as Jordan Mays will pick up his second, 9th against Montreat. Wright and Sias to the sidelines for Montreat. Warga out for CIU. McKinney at the line for 1. Free throw will rattle in. 10:28 left. CIU up 63-58. Darian Oates back onto the floor for the Rams. Fenori, top of the key for Montreat. Left side of the lane, spin move, right hand turnaround, bank shot in. Clock approaching 10 minutes to go. CIU leads by just 3. Right side, Darian Oates, 10 on the shot clock. Crossover dribble at the elbow. Spin move, turn around, right hand shot, rolls off, calls you the board, and put back up and in. 65-60, CIU leads, as that's Causey's first bucket. Moore loses his dribble out of bounds. Who touched it last? It's CIU basketball. And Brinson draws the double team at midcourt, dumps it off to Causey, out to McKinney, left side. A corner jumper, left short, Chachuong the board. And a foul on the far side against McKinney. His third. CIU sixth. Make that 9:07 to play. McKinney will head to the sidelines with Howard taking his spot. McKinney exits with 3 fouls. But he does have a game-high 15 points. Bryant on the wing to the free throw line. Left hand rejected off the glass by Heathcock. Plum International trying to extend their 5-point lead. Underneath to Howard, who was wide open, now draws a double team. Shot up off the mark. He'll head to the line for 2. Howard sinks both. It's a 67-60 CIU lead, 8:47 to play. Right. Nails the long 2. Brinson at midcourt. Works left side of the floor, bounce pass on the baseline in the hands of Heathcock. 15 on the shot clock. Heathcock in the paint. Turnaround right hand jumper, left short. Rebound snagged by Wright. Wright trying to go coast to coast. His handle popped up, but saved by Bryant. Now on the left wing for Rodrigue. Into the paint. Chachuong jumper. He sinks it. Alan Chachuong with his first bucket. Senior out of France. Montreat has drawn back within 3. Can Columbia International protect that lead? Darian Oates, top of the key at the free throw line, out to Howard. 10 on the shot clock. Back to Oates. Now 9 to shoot. Underneath for Howard, south side of the paint. Trying to back it down. 5 on the shot clock. Darian Oates, straightaway three-pointer. He got it. 70-64. CIU up. 7:25 to go. Lenore in the paint, backing down Brinson, finishes with the left hand. Seven minutes left. Columbia International with the basketball, leads by 4. On the left wing to Heathcock at the top. Look at the three-pointer. Now gives way to Oates. Can he do it again? Left side 3. Yes, he can. Back-to-back possessions with a trifecta from Darian Oates. Columbia International leads it by 7, under 7 minutes to play. Flannery responds from the left side. A senior out of Chicago puts Montreat right back in the mix, down by 4. Oates looking to back down Bryant. Foul is whistled at the top of the key. That's Bryant's first. Montreat's 10th. Oates free throw. Up and in. Flannery going to check out along with Chachuang as Ize and Mays return for Montreat. Meanwhile, Heathcock back out, McKinney back in for CIU. Oates free throw rattles out, but a lane violation against Montreat. We'll give him one more. 6:07 left. And Oates capitalizes on the extra free throw. It's 75-69 CIU. Bryant to the sidelines. Urbeck back onto the floor. Mays into the lane, shot up and one. An opportunity at a three-point play for Jordan Mays. Foul goes against Causey. His first. CIU's 7th. Mays at the line for one. In the air and in. 5:57 to go. Cameron Sias returns for Rodriguez. 5:57 to play. 75-72 CIU. Halsey gets it across the timeline, weaving through traffic. Deals left side to Brinson. 20 on the shot clock. Brinson outlet pass, McKinney on the wing, 10 to shoot. Looking to drive. He nails it, was looking for the foul, didn't get it, but the shot still fell. 5.5 to go. CIU up 77-72. And they'll take away the basket from Jordan Mays as a block is whistled against Oates. That's his second. CIU's 8th. Pair of free throws upcoming for Jordan Mays, a sophomore out of Sandersville, Georgia. A 65% shooter this season. He nails the first. Heathcock back into the action for CIU in the place of Howard. Mays sinks both. It's a three-point game. Urbeck out, Flannery back in for Montreat. And they'll be applying a full court press. 5:23 left. Columbia International leads by 3 points. They need to break the press, and they do with Oates at midcourt. A screen from Heathcock. Back to Brinson, left side of the front court. 15 on the shot clock. A screen from Heathcock moves Brinson to the right side. Now at the top of the key. to the top. Three-pointer from McKinney. Rims out. Causey the board. Out to Oates. Now right side, Causey. Back to Oates. Left wing three. Left short. Causey grabs the rebound. His 10th of the game. To Oates. Left corner. He got it from three-point land. 80-74. CIU on top. 4:38 to play. Right. Free throw line jumper. Izay, the offensive glass, and left hand lay in. Clock approaching 4 minutes left. Causey, a wide open left side of the floor. To Heathcock. Who went up with the basketball and then was fouled. Foul whistled against Flannery. That's his 4th. 4:11 to play. Heathcock at the stripe. 5 of 6 this afternoon. He'll sink the free throw. Heathcock this afternoon. 15 points and 4 rebounds. Heathcock nails it. 4:10 to play. It's 82-76 CIU. Montreat with the basketball. To right on the wing. Looking to drive out in the right corner for Bryant, who moves back to the top of the floor. Bounce pass to Bryant. Now 10 to shoot. Flannery on the wing looking to drive inside. Layup up and in. 3:46 to go. Columbia International's lead cut down to 4. Heathcock underneath. Oates on the baseline from the back down right. Back to Heathcock, wide open, left wing three. Too much, rolls off the front rim. And Mays comes away with the basketball. Left corner, Bryant, 3-ball up, and he got it. Just over 3 minutes left. Montreat back within 1. CIU leads 82-81. A great Montreat crowd has traveled down from North Carolina. They're making noise in the bleacher. Brinson to Heathcock. Right hand off the mark. Montreat an opportunity to take their first lead since the 14-minute mark. Right three-pointer, left short. And it's tipped out and will stay with Montreat. (82-81). Cavaliers trailing CIU. Montreat last led with 13:46 to go. Our game clock now, 2:39. Montreat with an opportunity at the lead. Inbounds from Norrie with 25 on the shot clock. Norrie middle of the paint. Turnaround left hand, layup off the mark, but he'll head to the line for a pair. Foul whistled against Skylar McKinney, his 4th. A player CIU can't lose with the potential of overtime on the line. 19 foul. Norrie has 2, his first. Air ball left side. He will sink the second, and Montreat will call a timeout. We're tied at 82. 2:35 to play as we'll be back in moments here in Columbia. Tensions are high, the energy through the roof. We're tied at 82 with 2:35 to play in this AAC showdown. Montreat has traveled down from the mountains of North Carolina, looking to snap the winning streak of Columbia International as they're looking to piece together 3 in a row this afternoon after wins over both True McConnell and Kentucky Christian earlier this week. It's CIU basketball out of the timeout, back into a tie game. Brinson, Oates, Heathcock, McKinney, Causey, their starting 5 on the floor. Head coach Tony Stopman's squad. Brinson stands on the right wing with Montreat in a man defense. As Brinson picked up his dribble and was looking for a teammate, he's fouled by Jamil Wright. A slap to the face. That's Wright's first. Montreat's 13th team foul. He had struggles today, 21 in the game. Brinson's first free throws, he gets 2, is up and in. A senior out of Orlando, Florida, with 3 points this afternoon. An 88% shooter from the stripe. Brinson's second free throw takes 1 hop off the rim and in. 84-82, Columbia International leading. 2:17 left. How can Montreat respond? Now once again in a deficit. Jamil Wright on the right wing. Now to the top of the key. Net by Brinson. With Columbia International in man. Wright drives, left side of the paint, looking to put a shot up. And he's fouled in pursuit of the basket by Brinson. A blocking foul on Jalen. His first. Columbia International's 10th. That'll put Jamil Wright at the stripe for a pair, a 77% shooter this season. First one up and in. 2:03 left. It's 84-83 CIU. Montreat down by 1. Wright could tie it with this free throw. A pair of dribbles and the shot rattles in. All knotted at 84. Just over 2 minutes to play. Columbia International and Montreat duking it out what seems to be to the final seconds. 1:50 left. Darian Oates at the top of the key for Columbia International. Now left side, looking to go into the paint. Deals back to the top of the key for Brinson. Back in the hands of Oates, who has a game-high 25. Oates into the paint, floater right corner on a pass that looked like a shot. In the hands of Brinson, 4 to shoot. 3-pointer lifted, clanks off the left side. Rebound, Jordan Mays. Tied at 84. Montreat, with a minute and a half left, has an opportunity to reclaim their lead that they lost around the 13-minute mark in this second half. Lenore left wing for Mays. Met there by Causey. Back to the top for Wright. A long 3-pointer lifted and nailed. From NBA range goes Jamil Wright. It's 87-84 Montreat with 1:05 to go. Darian Oates across midcourt for CIU. Pulls up for a 3 to respond, and he does! We're tied up once again. Columbia International timeout. Mr. Senior Darian Oates with a game-high 28 points. Nails a responding 3 from the left wing to tie it back up. 59.9 seconds are left in regulation, and we're tied at 87. We'll return in moments to the Moore Fitness Center, right back here on the CIU Sports Network. Welcome back into the Moore Fitness Center. Everyone in the arena on the edges of their seats. Tied up at 87 apiece is Montreat and Columbia International. Coming down to the wire, these two teams have duked it out in recent possession just moments ago, both exchanging threes. 59 seconds remaining. We're tied at 87. We take you back to last year's regular season meeting between these two up in Montreat, North Carolina. where Columbia International won on a buzzer beater layup from Jalen Brinson, 69-67. Here today, Montreat with the basketball, 50 seconds to play. Jordan Mays at the top of the key, working right side of the lane, driving off the glass, shot rolls off. He'll get his own rebound, put back up, not enough, but a foul is whistled with 42 seconds to go. Heathcock headed to the guilty party, his first. Columbia International's 11th, and Jordan Mays is at the stripe for 2. A 63% shooter this season, 45 of 72 from the line. This afternoon, he's 5 of 6. It's up and in. Montreat leads 88-87, 42 seconds to play. Mays, the sophomore out of Sandersville, Georgia. His second free throw in the air, rims out. Heathcock the rebound. 40 seconds to play. A 12-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Columbia International trails by 1 with the basketball. Causey working out of the right wing to the top of the key for Brinson. Timeout CIU. 28.8 on our game clock. And Columbia International, when they return from the timeout, will have 18 on the shot clock. Be back in moments to wrap it up right here in Columbia. Montreat leads Columbia International 88-87. However, CIU will have the basketball with 28 seconds to play and 18 seconds on their shot clock. This one coming down to the wire, much like their meeting last season did when CIU won it on a buzzer beater layup from Jalen Brinson. Speaking of, Brinson will inbounds just in front of the CIU bench. His 4 teammates on the floor, McKinney, Causey, Oates, and Heathcock. Brinson into Oates at the top of the key. 15 to shoot, 25 to play, down by 1. Skylar McKinney working out of the left corner, drives the baseline, spin into the paint. Triple team, ball taken away, and whistles blow. Timeout, Montreat. 18 seconds left. Montreat up by 1. We'll call a timeout. It's a full timeout. We'll step aside and be back here in moments. Seconds left. Montreat leads Columbia International 88-87. Both teams in the double bonus, so a foul from either side will put their opponent at the free throw line for 2 shots. It is Montreat basketball after they got a steal on the interior. But Skylar McKinney looking to drive. They immediately called timeout. They will have the inbounds on the opposite end of the floor. Rodrigue on the baseline, looking to inbounds. It's stolen away by Skylar McKinney. Into the lane, right-hand floater, off the mark. Heathcock can't get the putback, 12 to shoot. McKinney the offensive board. 10 seconds left, timeout CIU. 10.5 left. It'll be Columbia International basketball out of their own timeout, trailing 88-87. Full timeout. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Montreat leads Columbia International 88-87. However, it will be Columbia International basketball down by 1 with 10.5 seconds remaining. Just moments ago off the inbounds with CIU having their backs against the wall, Skylar McKinney got the steal off the inbounds to give his team one last hope. Once again, you look back to last season when these two teams last met, CIU won it on a buzzer beater from Jalen Brinson. Can they find that last-minute miracle magic once again? Montreat 88, CIU 87, 10.5 seconds left. Oates, Heathcock, McKinney, Brinson, Causey. 5 Rams on the floor for Tony Stoutman's group. Inbounds to Brinson at the top of the key. Gets a screen from Heathcock, looking to go right side, 6 seconds to play. McKinney back on the right wing for Brinson. Driving inside, stripped on the interior, but he's fouled and will head the line for 2. 2.1 seconds are left, and Jalen Brinson's headed to the stripe. That is the 14th team foul against Montreat. Brinson's free throw to tie it is in. 2.1 seconds left. Brinson is 23 of 26 from the line this season. Tied at 88 with 2 seconds left. Brinson's free throw for the lead. He got it. Timeout Montreat. 2.1 seconds left. 89-88, CIU leads. Last year, Jalen Brinson won it on a buzzer beater layup. Has he won it this year with a pair of free throws? Find out when we return on the CIU Sports Network. .1 seconds are left in regulation as Columbia International leads Montreat 89-88 just moments ago with 2 seconds on the clock. Jalen Brinson was fouled in the middle of the paint, and he headed to the line for a pair of free throws and sank each of them. CIU has erased a 14-point deficit in this second half. Can they hold on for the win and make it 3 in a row this week over AAC competition? However, Columbia International cannot foul or else Montreat will get 2 free throws as both teams are in the double bonus. Murray to inbounds on the far baseline. 2.1 seconds left. CIU up by 1. Quick to right. Gets to midcourt. A midcourt heave to win it. The bank is too strong and Columbia International will win it. 89-88. Over Montreat. A huge win this afternoon for CIU as they knock off the 5th team in the league. With the victory, CIU improves to 8-7 on the season, 7-5 in the conference. Meanwhile, Montreat will fall to 9-6 on the year and 7-5 in the AAC. Your leading scorer this afternoon, Darian Oates, 28 points on the afternoon. Meanwhile, Bryce Causey, while he only had 2 points, grabbed 10 rebounds on the day. Also, your leading scorer, Skylar McKinney, added 17. Christian Howard with 12. DeAnthony Heathcock also in the mix with 16 points. A great ball game and a great win from Columbia International as they win it 89-88 over Montreat. Thank you all for tuning in to our coverage this afternoon of Rams basketball. Looking ahead on the schedule, it will be a little bit of time before we're back at home with you. In fact, all the way to January the 28th against Tennessee Wesleyan. Looking ahead, though, immediately, Columbia International will be on the road at Bryan coming up next Saturday, a 7:30 p.m. tip-off. Meanwhile, Montreat will return home to take on Point next Saturday, January the 14th, a 4 p.m. tip-off in North Carolina. Thank you all for tuning in to this afternoon's coverage of Rams basketball. I'm Cade Crenshaw saying so long from Columbia, and as always, remember to smile. Good night.